seek help. The conversation suddenly interrupted when a guard notices Thomas made a mistake with the food and intends to punish him, but Peter comes in his defense, explaining he's just a kid. The guard hits him before taking out his gun to point it at Peter, ready to kill him for such insolence, but Fassel stops him because he's taken a particular interest in Peter because of his attitude. Later, when Peter is back in the cage, Fassel approaches him to tell him he's his god and Peter is his dog now, to which Peter replies that then he should be fed the same meat as the dogs. At that moment Fassel just laughs, but the next day, he puts Peter in chains and makes him kneel in front of him while his dog keeps barking and growling at Peter, only a few inches between them. Now the dog has committed Peter's scent to memory. Later over lunch, Peter tells the other slaves about Lincoln and Baton Rouge, which they could reach after 5 days of walking through the swamp. Some of the slaves are hesitant because surviving the swamps isn't easy, but when Peter reminds them they probably won't survive this place either, he gets the support of a few men. Now they only need to wait for the right time to escape. Sometime later, a slave dies in the middle of work, and the guards make Peter drag him to the pit where they throw all the bodies together. There are some white deserters that should be digging, but as soon as they see Peter, they say a black man should do this instead, thus Peter ends up grabbing a shovel to fill in the pit. Peter realizes this is the perfect chance for him to pull off the plan, so he waits patiently for the guards to be distracted by an explosion on the field and jumps on them to kill them with the shovel and steal a knife before running away. The other slaves and the deserters see this and take the chance to start running as well, hitting a few guards in the way which allows John to steal a gun. Other guards raise the alarm and immediately begin shooting the runners, killing as many as possible before they're lost in the woods. Fassel does some shooting of his own too, killing the deserters, but he hates the fact Peter got away with it and calls for Harrington, Knowles, and the dogs to go after him. Peter manages to team up with 3 of his friends, and he guides them through the forest by keeping an ear up for any dangers approaching. Eventually they manage to find the swamps and most of the team doesn't have trouble crossing, but Thomas freezes when he sees the crocodiles, allowing the dogs to catch up with him. After the beasts have done enough damage, Fassel calls them back and demands to know where the group is going.